Hello, my name is Gerard Roth. I'm going to talk about installing a wood ceiling over a sheetrock ceiling. This is our bedroom. We had a little problem up here with the ceiling. We wanted to end up with a nice product in here. We're redoing the bedroom. The ceiling, it's an older ceiling. This house was built in 1980. It has a rough finished, like stucco type stipple ceiling. I'm not quite sure what it is. All I know, it doesn't come off. Can't sand it, can't do anything with it. I thought about taking the sheetrock down, I thought about putting sheetrock over it. Back a little bit. What we decided to do was go with this ceiling right here. It's a wood ceiling, very thin, but it's just under 8 foot. I didn't want to get a really thick ceiling or anything. It's just a lot more money. It's a lot harder to put up. So we went with this thin ceiling. It's called V-Groove Panel Ceiling. It comes in packages of 6, covers 14 square feet. Each package costs about $17. You can get it in pine as well. This is cedar. Cedar is a lot smoother, a lot less knots, a lot less holes. I mean, this package seems to have a few more knots in it, but typically it's very thin, very lightweight, but you see it's very flexible. The pine, it's about $15 a package. Again, this is about $17, $18 a package. I like the cedar a little bit better. It seems like a little better product. You have the cedar smell and all, but that should go away a little bit, especially if you cover it, sand it or stain it or whatever. So the good side is it's very lightweight. It's not very expensive. This room is going to cost about $300 all in all, with the nails, the glue, the wood itself. The bad part is it's flexible. In other words, if you have voids in your ceiling, it's not straight. It's very hard to get that groove into that tongue into the groove if you install it wavy, which is what I'm going to talk about. You don't want to install it wavy. You want to tack it. You want to mark your studs, your ceiling joists. If you have an area, you put a piece up and you have an area that's a void, you can put some glue behind it. The key is don't nail it in that void, otherwise you're going to have a very wavy ceiling. You're not going to see it. It's just going to be very hard to put that groove into the tongue into the groove. If you keep it straight, you put it up straight, you tack it in a couple choice spots to keep it straight. After you get a couple pieces up, you can go back and tack it. Like you can see here, there's a little tag. I'll tack it here, here. So you got to put about, on every piece, I put about 4 finish nails, 2-inch nails. In my finish gun, I have the finish nailer, the air compressor, the miter saw, and the caulk gun. Then of course you got all your hand tools, your hammer or whatnot. So you mark your studs, your ceiling joists. You kind of measure it out, so you're going to end up kind of even when you get to the wall. And you go ahead and start putting it up. I can tell you, it looks easy at first if you don't keep it straight, and if you do not nail into those voids where you get a wavy ceiling, then it should go pretty smooth. At first, when I started doing it, I had a little bit of problem getting it up. I wondered what I got myself into, but as I went through, it started going very smoothly. Over here is a hatch hole for the ceiling, for the attic. I'm going to go ahead and cut that out, put some trim around it. I'll put some trim on the edges over here, and then we'll paint, put a floor down, be good to go. So for this piece here, you can see I'm about halfway done. I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece, put this piece up here and tack it in, and you'll see how it goes. So I just come over and measure what I need here. I usually leave a little gap on the edge for expansion. And we'll go with 24. Go ahead and mark it. You got to be careful you don't damage that tongue. Again, it's very thin. Check it to make sure it's not bent. Everything looks good. When I get up here, I'm going to look at that groove to make sure there's nothing caught in it. A little piece of wood will drive you nuts. If there's a little piece caught in there, you don't want anything in there. You want to keep it straight, which is why you can see right here, there's a little void right here. You see, you push it up and down. You don't want to nail that void right now. You can later on if you want, but you want to nail where there's no void. Like here, there's a void. If I were to nail that, it's going to be wavy. And boy, let me tell you, you're going to have a bear of a time, especially if you're doing it by yourself. You can see there's another void way over there. You can put some glue in there if you want. That'll hold it. But anyway, let me go ahead now. You can see there's a rough side here, and there's a smooth side. I'm going to put the rough side up, and the groove is not centered, so you have to be very careful. You put the right side up, otherwise the groove is not going to line up properly. This piece will be easy because it's a short piece. I go ahead and I just kind of feel for it, make sure it's in. There we go. We're good to go. Come down. And we're going to tack it over here for now. Now I'm going to go back to my last piece I put up over here. And I just put one little tack in here. Because the trim is going to cover all this, I can put nails in, 2 nails in each side. I'm going to go back and tack this. I'm not going to tack this piece here because I kind of want to keep it a little flexible so I can get it in my groove, the next piece. So you can see I have pretty much tacked all along. I'll probably get, again, 4 nails in here and some glue on every second or third piece. Again, the glue I use is liquid nails, heavy duty construction adhesive, costs about $2.50 at Lowe's, $2.50 at Lowe's. The packages, this room itself will go through about 18 packages. Total cost about $300. Again, the key is not to damage this groove because it's very thin. The tongue or the groove, if you go to tap it, take a scrap piece, stick it in the end like this, and then you can tap this piece. Don't tap it hard. This will snap very easy. Even if it snaps, you can still use it. You just want to use a little common sense. So you want to keep it straight as it goes. Here I had a little bit of an issue. When I came across over here, these didn't line up properly. I was off about 1/8 of an inch. I decided to keep this piece straight. Very important to keep that piece straight so that way as I go, I don't have to make it up every single time. I'm going to go from here over and finish this up later and then put trim around all this. So you're not going to see any kind of it. But I can tell you, because it's flexible, it can very easily get out of line, even 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, or 1/16 of an inch. Make a big difference. Over here, I'm going to fill it in later, put some trim around it. So once I'm all done, I have the light back up. I'll probably tack some more areas that I think I may have need some more nails. But again, I'm not going to tack these pieces until I get the next piece up. Then I'll go back in and I'll tack. Again, right here, you see it's a little flexible. I'll probably shoot some glue in there. Very, very easy to go as long as you keep it straight and you don't have a lot of waves in it. You want to keep it straight, no waves. Anyway, that's about it. Again, I have the what tools you need is the miter saw, the caulk gun, the finish nails, an air compressor, and that should do it. Good luck. It's a good product. Lowe's was great. They ordered some for us, came right on time, and it comes all packaged and nice and sealed in its own seal, so you can kind of transport it without worrying about getting wet. And it's a great little product. I'm pretty happy with it. So good luck, and my name is Gerard Roth again, and we'll see you later.